Hello, we're here in the Franklin W. Chase Memorial Library in Windermere. We're interviewing citizens, residents of the Windermere community, and today we're meeting on March 13th, 2015. At the moment we're meeting Hannah Ammar, and she's with the Windermere Historic Preservation Board. Greetings, Hannah. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
How long have you been a resident of Windermere?
Let's see. We moved here in early 2002. My daughter was 1 year old. We moved from Los Angeles to Florida because my brother-in-law worked for Universal Studios, and he was in Hollywood and moved to Orlando. And my sister said, "Oh, you got to check out Florida. It's so much better for a child than Los Angeles." And so we took a look around and thought, well, it is a lot better for a child to be in Florida than Los Angeles. So we thought we'd give it a try. We didn't know anything about Central Florida, anything about Windermere, but we wanted to give it a try, and we ended up right in the downtown area on 2nd Avenue, and that was 14 years ago. And at first, I didn't really like it at first because Los Angeles to here is a big change. You know, it's a busy city. In LA, there's a lot of sunshine. There's a lot of sunshine here, but no humidity in Los Angeles. No flying insects. So the climate was a big difference. Just everything changed when we moved here. But after a while, it started to really grow on me. Being here, I grew to like the humidity. It's better for my skin and my hair, and I liked the moss growing from the trees. You know, at first I thought it was unattractive. I love it now. You know, I heard it described as a hauntingly beautiful garland. You know, so I love the way it looks, and the most important thing is I love the community because I got to know all my neighbors. I know everybody in all directions, and my kids know everybody, and I'm real involved with the town. So I always wanted to live in a little Mayberry town, but right next to a big city, and so I think that's what we have here. We have a little Mayberry right next to a big city, and so it's perfect, I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And you're involved with the Historic and Preservation Board.
Yes.
You oversee the collection of historic relics and memories and other.
It's Windermere has like a little historic district. Town Hall is a historic building. It was originally over by the lake, and it was moved back in the 40s. But it's a historic building, and we have a little schoolhouse. It was built in 1887, and it's on the National Register of Historic Places. And so we oversee the preservation of a few of our buildings here in the little downtown area, and make sure that they are preserved correctly according to the standards of the Secretary of the Interior. And we also have an archive of materials people have given to the town over the years, photographs and newspaper clippings and all kinds of things. We have a bunch of filing cabinets full of documents. And so we oversee that. It was recently organized and put in archive safe materials, and we're going to loan it to the History Center in downtown Orlando for a year so that they can scan everything, and then we can make that available to people who are interested in the town's history. That's mostly our main responsibilities. Right now we're restoring the little schoolhouse. We're going to put original furniture in there and things like that, so the school children can come and take field trips and see it. And there's a little outhouse in the back. People don't know that. We're restoring that too. I want to put a little crescent moon on the door, make it really cute, but it's a neat place to visit. And the town's got a really interesting little history with the orange groves. And there was once a train that used to go down the center, which is now Main Street, but it was originally a train track, and it would take the oranges to wherever they were going to be processed. And so that's really all we do at the Historic Board.
Have you seen a lot of change take place over your stay, you're living here?
I really have. You know, the main thing is the growth in the surrounding areas. All the new developments out on 535 and everything has affected the traffic going through town. I saw Main Street become, you know, paved with the bricks and the roundabouts, and we put in new signs, directional signs that tell them which way the town hall is and where the schoolhouse is. And so I've seen it, and I also saw, you know, when we had that big housing boom, like from 2005 to 2008, people were upgrading their property. So you saw a lot of really old little houses become big, kind of McMansions is what they call them. So you saw the town really change a lot over those 3 years, where people were really developing, old houses being knocked down and new ones. So it's changed a lot, really, I think. But that's the main change, is all the growth, I think. in our area.
But you see a lot of preservation within the community for the old.
A lot of people
town.
care about Windermere. They don't want to see it change too much. You know, most of the people I meet like it the way it is. They don't want to see it turn into a big, attraction. They don't want magazines to write about what a great place it is, so they don't want it to change. You know, they like the small town atmosphere, and I see multiple generations. A lot of my friends have their mother lives nearby, and their brother and their sister live in a house. They're all kind of right here, and so. People do care about preserving what we have. There's an issue right now. There's the oldest residence in Windermere was just sold recently, and the person that bought it wants to demolish it and build a big mansion there. It's on the lake, so there's a reason why that makes sense. But we're sorry to see the Cal Palmer house be, torn down. So we're going to try to preserve some pieces of it and use it maybe when they rebuild the town offices. Try to use some of the original windows, and it's made out of heart pine, which is a really good material because it resists termites and things like that. So we'll use some of that if we can. But the house will be torn down, so it's just a sign of the times, I guess. But,
Going to get lots of photographs of it.
with lots of
document-
photographs documenting it. It's been changed over the years, but still we'll take pictures of it as it is now. And we looked into moving it. We wanted to move it, and but it's like $150,000 to move a building like that. And because Windermere has such a big tree canopy, they said we would lose some trees, and nobody wants to see that. And then there's the issue of once it's moved, where are you going to move it to? And then it has to be restored, and that's a cost. And so it just wasn't practical. But we will document what we have on it now. So, yeah.
If you were to write a 6-word promotional for Windermere, do you have an idea of what you would say?
I would say the moss and humidity grow on you. Is that 6 words?
That's close.
It grows on you.
Yes.
The moss and the humidity grow on you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't want too many people to read it because they might come.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Do you have anything else any other memories that you would like to share with us?
Well, let's see. About the fun in Windermere, that's something that really attracts us and other families, I think, to Windermere. Is the town always has all these great little events for special occasions, the Easter egg hunt and the pancake breakfast for the 4th of July and the Christmas or the holiday social. And we have a food truck night every month where, everybody comes, they bring their picnic blankets and they sit out and have some food, and it's a great social time for the community. And then we have the farmers market every Friday morning, and so there's all kinds of things going on in the town which really collect people together, and so you end up really getting a strong sense of community. And for fun, my favorite thing to do is just to go to my neighbors' homes because I end up running into other friends, and they always have parties and things. So that's really what I like doing here, or going out on the lake, which is really beautiful. My favorite place to sit is right on the boat dock where you can watch the sunset, and Florida has great sunsets because of all the clouds and the sunshine and glorious sunsets, and when it's over the lake, it's even prettier. So I just wanted to comment on just how nice it is, in this little area. I just hope I never have to leave. Sometime I might have to someday with the work that I do, but hopefully someday I'll be able to stay here no matter what. But I wanted to comment on just how nice it is to be here, to raise a family here, and I'm trying to think if there were any other questions about Windermere. I didn't go to school here, so I didn't see, but my children go to the elementary school, and that's changed a lot too. They remodeled it, about 5 or 6 years ago with all the building changes. But it's just a great school. I'm still involved with it, and so I guess that's all I wanted to say. Just how nice it is to live in a community like this. And I've been all over the world, really. My husband's a magician, so we've traveled all over the world, and I've lived in 5 states, and I've never lived any place like this where you really have such a strong sense of community. You know everybody, and it's so much charm. It's kind of eclectic. You'll have a brand new house right next to a 1920s house, right next to a 70s house. It's very eclectic, and the dirt roads add to the rustic feel. But I like that about it. I like that it's a little bit funky and not, a neighborhood where everything is the same, homogeneous.
Homogenized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
Thank you, Hannah, for sharing with us your memories and your enjoyment of Windermere.
Thank you.
It's good that a transplant could be so enthusiastic about her new home.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Good.
Glad we could share.
Thank you very much.